So all you will need are your gliders today. If you want a set of weights, go ahead and grab them and place them just off to the side. And then headrests as per usual. We will fold the mat and unfold the mat as we're moving along just to use it for different things, but we'll start just free. So without your gliders at all, abs just gently engaged, shoulders down and away, and you can just kind of roll those shoulders. Find yourself just shifting towards the ball of the foot in the back, just to find balance. So we will do some standing work. So this just allows you to find a little bit of balance. Take an inhale as you come all the way up, lift the heart, hands down, center heart, roll it down vertebrae by vertebrae. Just keep going, guys. So I'm just going to let Kylie in here. And then at the very bottom, bend the knees and slowly drift all the way up. And again, lift the heart, open it up, Coco. Do not chew on that. Hands down, center heart. Roll it all the way down. At the very bottom, inhale, start to come up. And then lift the heart. She's okay right now. Exhale, hands down, center heart, holding here. Just reach your arms, spread out your fingers, lift your heart and open that up. And then exhale, little heart hug, come right down. And all the way up again. Sorry, guys, I'm just setting my microphone. It's getting into my face a bit. Open that. And then big heart hug all the way down. And then let the hands dangle either on your shins or your quads. Peel, supporting yourself all the way up. Big inhale. And let's dive around the corner. Heel toe your legs a little wider and come all the way down to the ground. So if you're a little tight, maybe to the shins or sorry, to the quads. Not too bad, maybe a little lower. If you're okay, down you go. And just start a little spinning movement back and forth. Inhale, exhale as you go. Shift through that weight. Open up the hips. And again, if that's a little tight, come a little higher. And breathe. Inhale, exhale. And then at the very bottom here, press those legs towards straight. See if you can keep your hands either on the ground, shins or quads. Again, depends how tight you are. And just fold forward, look through your legs towards the back wall. And I'm still in the lateral rotation. It'll stretch those hammies a little different here. And then bend the knees, slowly float all the way up. And then big inhale at the very top. Give me an extension. Exhale, hands down, center heart, roll the shoulders. And we're going to come back to a little more of those articulations, but let's start at the end of the mat and just get a little movement here. So come around the corner, bend the knees, hips, ankles, find the hands on the floor, walk it out to 4-point cats. 4-point to cat. Sorry, guys, get my words out. Uncurl your toes, abs engaged, lower through your shoulder blades and press away. So just a little bit of sternum drop here. Inhale down. Exhale, press. So just mobilizing those shoulder girdles. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale. Now press away, stay away. An angry cat. Drop your tailbone, curl your spine, hollow the abdomen, sink back into your heels here. So really rounding through that spine. Take a nice strong breath there. Come all the way up and then uncurl and lengthen, looking up and tailbone reaching. And then pull it to neutral again. Let's go again. Exhale, scoop and curl. Walk your fingers forward as you sit your heels down or your booty down towards your heels. Feel that stretch through the lats. And then come up rounded. Untuck the tailbone, lengthen, and vision and tailbone reach high. Find yourself in neutral. Curl the toes and kind of anchor them down. So you've got those toes curled under. Look through your legs. Try and get over the big toe, second toe, and press back into your heels. So we're just going to push forward and backwards into those heels. Just feeling that little bit of movement in the toes and that little bit of stretch. Bring your hands what feels a little too close in. So when you press forward, you actually are getting a stretch in the wrist. So instead of having my wrist stacked underneath, now when I lean forward, my shoulders are forward of my hands, and it's going to work into that wrist line a little bit. When we're using the gliders, we do some stuff on the hands. So we're just going to press back and forth between the wrist and the toes. And then go ahead and stay back on the toes and turn your palms to face you and just stretch your hands the opposite direction. So if that's uncomfortable, you can do it down here on the floor and just open that up. Inhale, exhale. And then I'm going to turn my palms upside down and go back and forward, or sorry, side to side. And then reverse the hand and go side to side. Don't weight bear heavy here when the palms are lifted, right? And then turn your fingertips towards your knees and sink away So I'm here and I'm sinking back, and that's stretching my forearm. At the same time, I'm trying to spread out my fingers on the mat, opening that up. And if you've got tight forearms, that actually will be quite difficult to do. Couple inhales, exhales as you stretch it out. And then spin that around, give the hands a little wiggle. Place those hands nice and strong, a little too far forward, and let's bring it up into our full plank, small tuck in the tailbone, and let's go back and forth into our pouncing cat. So forward and backwards. Those toes are getting that little stretch here. Let's go 4 more and 3. Bend those knees as you sink back. 2 more and 1. Now stay in the forward, lower the knees, uncurl the toes, and just sink that torso down as you extend up. Too tight, go down to your elbows. Give a little look from left to right. Inhale, exhale. And then bend down and slowly come down into the floor. Find yourself more so in Sphinx position and let your belly drop. So give a little wiggle here. Just find that Mackenzie extension or that floppy. Now, if that feels good, push into the palms and lift a smidgen higher. Again, trying not to use the glutes or the abs, and then gently come down. Let's do 2 more. If you want more extension in the lower back, move your hands closer to you, and then again, gently lift up. Big breath here, and bring it down. And again, you can come a little closer if you want, and gently lift up. See how that lower back's feeling? Nice big breath for me. Bring it all the way down, and we will return to that. Put your hands more like a push-up. Give me a small supported spine. Press up in a push-up. Curl the toes under. Lift. Find your down dog or elephant. Go ahead and stay here and prance into the floor. So now I'm really pushing through the toes. I've got them a little warmer, but I'm also pushing down with my calf line. So I'm trying to get a little calf stretch here. Pawing at that floor, and then leave both heels down if doable. Otherwise, lift the heels, bend the knees, and deepen into your chest. Once you're in there, give that little poodle wag from left to right. Just wiggle that tailbone, take it side to side. If you're okay, kind of look at your tailbone as you bring it around the corner. Stretch the calf line, and then bring yourself out of your shoulders. Walk it back. 4, 3, all the way in on 2 and 1. Look through your legs. Dangle down there for a moment. Take a nice strong breath, and then peel vertebrae by vertebrae. Big lift at the very top. Give me a heart opener. Hands down center heart. And we're going to roll all the way back down. One more time. Hands to the floor. Walk it out to pouncing. We're going to go 4, full plank, 3, all the way out in 2 and 1. Now we're going to start a little driving of the knee. So start with the forward backwards with both legs going. And then we're going to drive one leg forward, wide. So I'm going to drive this leg forward, place it wide, drop that knee a little bit, and then open up into that gecko. If you're okay, stretch that out. Push the opposite hip forward, and then bring the hand down. We're going to do the first couple slow. Lift the knee, push it back. Bring the other leg forward, drop the knee, settle into that, and then slowly rotate open. And then bring it all the way back. Lift up the knee, pull it back. Now we're going to take out the gecko part and just press forward with one knee and then back, press forward with the other. So right now we're going wide to the side of our hand or slightly behind it. And then you're dropping the knee just a little bit to get a little hip flexor stretch. So let's do 1 more to each side. Go ahead and press and back. And last time, press and back. Now this time, come all the way to the front. And we're going to hover down in a push-up position. Drop the knees if you need to. Hover for 4, 3, 2. Go into an up dog. Lift your heart. 4, 3, 2. Now pull up the abs. Crunch the abdominals. Lift them. Find a down dog. Take a big breath here. Let's go again. Rise up. Come straight over your shoulders. Abs engaged. Hover down for 4, 3, 2. Press that marble, lift your heart, hold 4, 3, 2, and then lift through the abdominals, press down into your down dog, widen out your feet a little bit here and walk your hands to your feet in 4, 3, all the way in on 2 and 1. Bend the knees, slowly peel to tall, and then just give those little shoulders a roll. and let's get a little lateral. So reaching one arm up, come all the way around the corner, press that away, push your hips in a gentle opposition, take a peek to the floor, and if this feels okay, you can start a little bit of pressing into that hip, and then hold here, give a little stir of the pot. Watch you're not rolling out on your ankle. Activate that ankle as well there. And then reach forward and down, come across the center like a hundreds position and roll it up. Let's do the other side. Actively reach. Remember, if there's any shoulder issues, we're here, right? Otherwise, over we go. Press the hips, look to the floor, reach that out actively. If it feels okay, start a little bit of a pressing into that. Watch, I tend to sickle my ankle, so I'm going to turn that ankle strong and activate the breath more. And then a little stir of the pot here. And then other direction. Take the top arm, fold it forward, so you're getting a little flexion and rotation. Bring it to the center and bring it all the way up. Hands down, center heart. And I'm just going to turn this way. You don't have to, but keeping ASIS forward, reach one arm. Let's get a little bit of bow and arrow. So pull the arm without the hips going. Take a peek with the neckline. Sweep the arm underneath and bring it forward. One more time. Give a pull. Take a peek. Take a sweep and bring it back. Other direction. Strong bow and arrow. Peek through the neckline. Sweep it open. Bring it home. And last time, bow and arrow. Take a peek. Sweep it open. Bring it back. Release the shoulders. So we're going to get a little bit more into the legs. If you've got a mat that's sort of long and you don't have a lot of space, give it a fold. I'm going to fold mine. And then I'm going to bring my gliders out. So this is where if you want weights, go ahead and grab them, gang. You don't have to. I'm just using a 5-pound. It's not about a super heavy weight. You could if you wanted to. I'm going to zipper up those abs, and I'm just in a slight bend position. I'm going to start a little circling action on the one hip. Just a nice little circle action. Now, on the bottom side of the arms, if I hold them low, it will be a little easier on my shoulders. If I want to activate the shoulders a bit more, I'm going to go horizontal to the floor and bring them up. And that leg is just circling the same direction, nice and slow. And then let's go ahead the other direction. Pull it into the chest and open. If I want to add a little bob into it, I can. We're going to get a lot of that movement next, so you don't have to add any bob if you don't want to. Go 2 and 1, and then relax the shoulders, coming straight out from your hip joint with a small lateral rotation of the standing leg. Dip down, row up. So my hand on my opposite quad is giving my body a bit of support. I'm trying to do a nice big row to tall. Inhale. Exhale. Let's go 4. Send your booty back. 3, 2, and 1. Now stay down there in that position and just add your row of your arm. Nice big row. 5. You've got it. 4. Breathe it out. 3. Go as low as you want. 2 and 1. Now leave that arm dangling. Focus on this leg taking the weight and lift and lower. Lift and lower. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now add the row and the leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find your foot into your glider. Pull it all the way in. Roll that shoulder. So other side. Settle into it. Small lateral rotation on the stabilization leg. And just start your movement in and out. Nice and strong. This hand can be on the quad. The other arm's going to row. Down and row. Nice big pull up. Watching this movement, you're still neutral when you're going back, right? We're not tucking the tailbone. We're sending that booty away. 4 more. 3, go as deep as you want. 2. Now stay down here and just row that arm. Again, this hand on my quad is giving my torso support. I can dangle, it'll be harder. 3, 2, send your butt back. 1, now keep that arm there and lift and lower. If you want to add the row to it, you can. 5, find your balance point. 4, 3, 2, and 1, find your glider. Pull it all the way in. Give a few little wiggles. This time we're going to do it not straight out to the side nor straight back. It's kind of at a side angle. And we're going to do a bicep curl. So I'm going to go 1, go deeper, 2, go deeper, 3, as deep as I can. pull it all the way in. And then if you want to vary the arms, go hammer, regular, hammer, and up. 1, 2, 3, pull it in. One more. 1, 2, 3, all the way in. Now make it smooth. Press out and in, but change the arm to a frontal raise coming across your body. 4, yep. 3, 2, and 1. Pull it all the way in. Roll that off. Give it a little wiggle. Let's do the other side. So 3 bicep curls, regular, hammer, regular, or the other order, doesn't really matter. 1, 2, 3. Go deeper, deeper, deeper. Pull. 3 more. Last 2. 1, 2, 3. Last one for me, you guys. 1, 2, 3. And go singles. Rise that up with the arm. Straight arm. Thumb faces the sky. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Hold center. Square off the feet, shoulder width distance. Find a squat hold position. Hands in front. And press. Beautiful. Abs engaged. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lock the elbows in, stand tall, and just give me a little squeeze, but don't let your elbows leave your waistline. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now leave the arms forward, hinge, bring the elbows up, and start an alternating lunge straight behind you now. So now the lunge is going straight back. Chest is up, neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Watch as you lunge, your knee doesn't collapse. 3 more. 2 more. And 1. We're going to stay on the one leg, both weights here, nice and low, and just push-pull that leg in and out. Glide it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, as deep as you want. 3, 2, 1. Now get the elbows and biceps down tall. 5, 4. Use your glute and ham to pull you up. 3, 2, and 1. Settle into the other leg. Both hand weights on the one side. Stay low and just push-pull the back leg. Watch the knees not collapsing. Weights are resting like a weight, adding extra weight to that butt, right? Go 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Now start with your bicep curl. Up and down. 5. So now I've gone to hammer curl on this side. 4, just to vary it. 3, 2, and 1. And then all the way home. Beautiful. Sneak those weights off towards the front. Put your gliders towards the weights and unfold your mat. So that's just at the end of your mat. We're going to start at the other end and roll it down now that those legs are a little bit warmer. Reach the arms. Come around the corner. Hands to the floor. And then when you're ready, walk it out in 4, 3, on 2 and 1. Go ahead and add the prancing to the calf line. Inhale, exhale, stretch it out. Drop those heels down. Now leave those heels dropped if you can, otherwise lift and bend, right? And drop a little deeper into your shoulder. Both shoulders. Wiggle from left to right. Inhale, exhale. Come all the way over your shoulders. Put the knees down. One last little extension through the torso. Lift the heart. From here, we're going to roll the shoulders. So I'm going to bring them up around my ears, pull them behind, and push off. Inhale Exhale. So I've got a little weighted mobility through that movement in the shoulders. Reverse it. This one will be difficult to control. Nice and slow. Feel all those shoulder blade muscles working for you. Go 2 more and 1, and then push yourself back. Go ahead, especially if you've got anything going on with the knees, fold your mat, and I've folded it in 3 so that my knees have a little cushioning now when I pull it in. If you want, you can just fold it right in half. I've just added a little more cushioning to the knees, especially if you're on a harder floor. And then bring your gliders in. So we're just going to play a little bit with some arm patterns. We're going to start with triceps first, which means I'm going to pull it in. I can stay in 4-point, or I can make it more difficult and come out a little longer for the triceps. Or if I'm really keen, I can go up to my toes. I'm going to stay in tight. My nose is going to go forward of my hands and make a little tripod. So you can go as difficult as you want, but I want you to tilt forward. So you're coming forward so your triceps turn on. Watch you also don't lift your shins. Let's go 2 more, and then we're going to go down in 3, which is more traditional for our PAI mat. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, push away. 2 more. So it's 3 inhales, 2, 3, push away. 1 more time on those little triceps. 2, 3, push away. And this time, roll out a little bit. Take your arms wider this time. Little tuck of the tailbone, and now we're going down. 1, some more chest. 2, 3, push away. Again, if this is difficult, pull yourself back into more of a closer stance, or go up on your toes. 1, 2, 3. Slightly supported spine here. Try to avoid reaching for the floor with your neck. Get your chest down. 1, 2, pecs, try and touch. 1, 2, 3. 1 more. 1, 2, 3. Press. Pull that all the way back. Roll it up. Roll those shoulders. So if you're okay with grabbing behind, pressing that away and opening the chest, do so. If that's tight, just push your hands behind with palms open. All right? Either or is good. Lift that heart. Big breaths here. And then gently let go of it. So we're going to go from the tricep position to the chest. So we're going to go narrow to wide to narrow. And we'll move in and out. How far you move out makes it more difficult. So you can choose that, right? So I'm going to get my hands on. I'm going to give a little tricep. And then I'm going to press out and give a little chest. Pull back in, tricep. Press out, chest. Pull in, tricep. Press out, chest. So let's be honest, when you're doing the chest, you're still getting triceps. And when you're doing the triceps, you're still getting chest. Just because of the hand position, it just exaggerates which you will feel more. 2 more. Out and in. Last time. Out and in. Press all the way up. Roll those shoulders. From here, we're going to spread out our fingers, pull our palms back, reach it, and then open. Lift your heart. Big opener here. And then a little heart hug. Take your hands around your shoulder blades, round them, and sink back as you round. Follow your abdomen. Come all the way up using your quads. Open, lift the heart again. Wrap the arms, opposite arm on top, round and sit back. So we're going to go to thigh stretch on this one. So I've gone into lateral rotation now. I'm going to open the arms, rib hip nice and strong, lean back with your quad, and then if you're okay, open that up, and then gently pull it in, sit back and round, sit up, and let's go into thigh stretch one last time. Pull the palms back, lengthen it back, big breath here, careful as you come up, wrap the opposite arm and heart hug, all the way up. Round those shoulders. So we're going to go to a little bit of Superman here. I'm going to stick it from the knees. If you want to go to the feet, you can. Much, much harder. Get your knees at the very, very bitter end of your mat. And then on the first press out, as the arms go out, don't keep them narrow. As they go out, try and widen them. a little bit, like shoulder width distance. And then you kind of push into the palm of your hand to pull it back in while you angry cat, right? So we're going to press that out and then scoop and round to pull back in. So you're going to inhale out and exhale, pull in. So you will feel those hip flexors helping you, and pull to come in. If you want to work a little harder, you can go a little farther out and then pull, but you want it to be an even pull. And I'm noticing that I'm not going even, so I'm only going to go out as far as I can keep my pull in equal from left to right. Go 2 more and pull, tuck your tailbone. 1 more time, inhale out, exhale in. Ooh, and gently roll that out. Hands down to the floor, lift, find that little down dog. Take your gliders in this position just off to one side. Walk your hands to your feet, bend the knees, and slowly roll it up. So I'm going to flick my mat out, and then I'm going to reverse the direction of my mat. I'm going to pull the other end in so I can start at this end. Now, if you've got lots of room, you don't really have to worry about doing that. If you don't have lots of room, it makes a difference for space. So we're just going to find our nice big wide Pilates V, come right down, and we're going to give one little roll here. So we're going to roll, and we're going to sit ourselves up nice and tall. Stretch it out. Have your heels in what would be the corners of your mat if you were to extend your mat. And we're just going to place our gliders at the end of our mat for now. And your weights are coming back here as an option to use. But let's just take the arms out so we can see them in peripheral. If it's hard to sit tall, slightly bend the knees or sit up on a pad. Let's do spine twist. Inhale, rotate. Inhale, rotate. Rotate a little bit more. Look to your backhand. Watch this hip didn't walk. Exhale, center. Go again. Inhale, rotate. Sit super tall. Rotate. Rotate. Look to the backhand. Exhale, center. Draw those abs in. Inhale, rotate. Slight bend to the elbows. Rotate. And rotate. Bring it center. One more time. Inhale. 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 Exhale, center. Let's get saw. So rotate your full amount. Turn your thumb down in the back. Thumb up in the front. Pretend I just poked you in the ribs. And round through, keeping the lumbar vertical to the earth. And then this backhand extends to the sky. And if you can, you peek over your shoulder to look at it. And then sit tall, rotating both palms so that the thumbs are to the sky. Exhale, center. Inhale, rotate, back thumb turns down. Saw, so lumbar spine stays vertical to the earth. Inhale, come all the way up, both thumbs to the sky. Exhale, center. One more time each way. Inhale, rotate, thumb goes down. Exhale, saw. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, center. One last time, rotate, turn your thumb upside down. Saw off that leg. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, grow center. Release that down, roll those shoulders. So slide your bum towards the very end of your mat and have your gliders close to your sits bones there. Not right underneath, but close. From here, heels together, toes apart, little diamond roll back. So you're going to open the hips. Heels are 5/6 away from your pubic bone. Use your hands underneath your quads. Exhale, scoop as you hollow the abdomen. Inhale, pull yourself forward here and just give a little wiggle left and right, opening up through the legs and through those hips. And then start at the tailbone and stack to tall. Let's go again. Exhale and scoop, hollow. Inhale, come around the corner, wiggle a little bit. Now you're feeling any impingement in the hips. Move your heels farther away from your hips so this angle is bigger. If it feels okay and you want more stretch in the hip, pull your heels closer to your tush and then peel to tall. Both are good. Just depends on where your hips are at, right? Exhale in your lower back. Scoop as you go. Now this time we're going to dive our hands in between our legs, wrap them around your feet, wiggle your insulation out of the way, and round your spine. So I'm trying to take my lumbar spine vertical to the earth, and my thoracic is rounding here. Take another really big breath, and then slowly bring that out. Take those gliders in front. Put your feet on them, but I've got my heels on them, and my legs are in turnout. So I am in turnout as I'm reaching away. And then I'm just going to roll off my sits bones just a little ways as I pull my legs in. So I'm going to scoop and pull in, and I've rounded. and then press and come out, and your feet are staying on the gliders. So scoop the abdominals, roll off your sits, pull your legs in. Now right here, bring them up into rolling like a ball position, and then find your feet back on the gliders and sit tall. As you sit tall, see if you can extend your arms behind you and open your chest. Now we're going to sweep the arms wide and around, scoop, find your nice position for rolling like a ball, and then heels go on, arms sweep around, and we sit tall. And on this one, we're going to stay in the rolling like a ball. So because we shorten that mat, make sure you've got enough mat here. Scoop, lift those legs up. And in this position, let's roll tailbone to sky and then freeze. Inhale. So the distance between my heels and my butt and my knees and my shoulders stays consistent. The initiation of the rolling is your abs crunchier deeper. Remember not to lay down on that head. Shoulders and up. Give me one more rolling like a ball. Inhale, tailbone to sky. Exhale up. Now on this one, pull your gliders in closer to your bum before you go. Slide them in there and roll back, stay back. Roll back and release. Beautiful. One foot down the other. If your gliders are in the way, just move them slightly off to the side so your feet are strong to the floor. If you're using a headrest, go ahead and grab it. And let's get our toe taps going. We're just going to use our weights. So find a supported spine, ribs slightly closer to your hips. Knee fold one, knee fold the other. Find your shins in tabletop and a little bit of space between your legs. And then I'm going to reach my weights up to the sky, and I'm going to start flies to start with. So I'm going to open and bring it up. So it's inhale, exhale. Once you have this, start one toe tap and bring it up, and then the other. Now, as soon as this feels good and controlled and you're not wavering through the distance between your ribs and your hips, you're welcome to extend that leg out to long. Longer lever is always harder. If it's still feeling good and you're still going with the pec movement, you're coming down straight-legged. Bring it up, bring it down. So choose where you want to go. I'm going to stay bent knee to going to straight leg. I'm going to add a flex and a point of the foot so I feel a little more movement in the ankle. Go two more. And one. Now keep both legs together, not right together, but up. Turn your palms so that they're facing your knees and go over your head without popping the ribs. The back of the hand can touch as long as you don't pop those rib cage, and bring it up or feel impingement in the shoulder. Slowly go down, slowly come up. Now I'm going to add toe tap double for 4, 3, nice and slow, 2, watch again, you're not losing your ribs, and bring it in. 2, 3, 4, open up, 2, 3, 4, and in. 2, feels good, you can go to straight legs or straight leg scissors, right? 4, 2, 1, and in. 2, try not to speed it up. Nice stabilization work. 4, 3, zipper up those abs. 2, 1, and in. 2, 3, 4. Knee fold one leg down, knee fold the other. Bring your weights down. Grab behind your legs, reset tabletop. Bring it up. Make sure your gliders aren't in your way. Fingers point to your butt. Heels coming close to your tush. And we're just going to lift. And if you're okay, the vision goes to sky. Stretch that out. Big breath here. And bring it down. If this is super hard on the shoulders, you can go to elbows or wider hands or turn your hands to the sides. Try not to jam them out and turn them to the back. Nice big breath here. Squeeze those glutes. We're turning on those glutes. We're warming them up. Bring it down because we're going to get those a little bit more in our shoulder bridge work. Press it up. Squeeze the glutes. Look through and bring it down. Little wild thing. Take that hand, turn it away, and move it a little farther out. This hand comes in. Heels are coming in closer to my tush. I'm going to pull my tail, lift, and then get a little extra extension through my hip here as I reach back. Really big breath here. And then exhale, bring your tush right back down, equal on both sits bones. So square it off. Just give me one more really big breath. Open that up. Bring it all the way down. Now, take one glider, bring it to the side of your hand. Have your feet in place. We're going to come up just a little bit. Come up just a little bit. You can go to your elbow here. I'm going to go into side sit-up position. So I'm stretching out, and then I'm rotating into a plank. Now, if that's a nice challenge, stay there. If not, yep, you got it, Kylie. Both feet on top, maybe your hand reaching, maybe not. And then I can hold that leg up as well, and I can hold for 5, 4, you can be on your elbow, 3, 2, put the foot down behind. Sink your booty down. And then bring your body to long on your mat. Long on your mat. Yeah. We'll do that whole other side after, you guys, I promise. Weight is optional here. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So if I wanted a heavier weight, I would put that weight gently on the top of my top leg, adding resistance to the hold. Press and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lower both. Lift the top, lift the bottom, lower both. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, little stagger. Inhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more. Sip, sip, breathe out. In, out. 1 more time. In, out. And now lift both for 4, 3, 2, 1. Place that weight just down. Take your glider into your hand that's up by your head. Don't have it right over top of your head. Have it slightly in front, and just feel how that weight load is not heavy into the glider, that I can sweep it. I'm going to show modified first. If you know the full one, go, right? So I'm going to bend my knees, keep my feet down, and I'm just going to come to here and reach, and they're going to find my glider and roll it back out. Now, if I'm happy with that, I'm going to come up into a teaser with bent knee option and reach, and then the hand comes down and I lie long, or legs stay straight, right? Top rib and hip start to roll you back. Bottom rib and hip join the party, and then I reach to hold. Find your glider, lengthen it back down. So don't weight bear heavy into that glider, gang. Let's do 2 more. Pull in those abs, bring it all the way up, squeeze those inner thighs, reach. Lumbar spine stays definitely in supported. And then the cervical and the thoracic, get a sensation of lengthening them, but they're not going to be an extension. They're just going to feel a sensation of lengthening. And then bring it all the way back down. And then tuck this top leg behind, pull yourself up, and let's glide ourselves into our mermaid here. It's just a little bit of a stretch in mermaid. We're going to rotate around, so find that full rotation. And then we're just going to go down and up. So my bottom leg can stay bent, or top leg, or it can be straight. My other hand can go behind my back. I'm getting into those triceps again. Or harder is reaching, right? My counterbalance will be my leg reaching away. Go 3 more. And lift. And 2. And 1. Tuck that foot into your booty. Try and settle your hip down quietly. And stretch the opposite direction. Big breath here. Then laterally rotate it to that knee. Bring it back. Bring it all the way out. From here, I'm just going to spin right back into my tabletop. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but I want to be able to see you guys. So I'm going to swing around so that I can turn. So you can turn if you want, or you just simply turn and face the other way. Whatever works for you. Have your weight closer, your glider slightly farther. And it's wild thing first, right? So from here, I'm going up into the wild thing. Big breath. Exhale, bring it down. We've got 1 more. Press it up. Squeeze the glutes. And bring it down. Now on this one, you're not going to press up as high or drop down to your elbow, right? So baby press. Slide that leg out. Find that shoulder in line with your heel. Rotate into that. And then if you're okay, that bottom top foot comes on top, still okay. This arm reaches to the sky. And we hold for 4, 3, we hold. You got it, Kylie. Yeah, awesome, Lisa. The leg is up. 2, as I'm wobbly like crazy. And 1, bring that back leg down, or top leg down behind. Sneak it down. Stretch it out. Weight can go on the thigh. Lift, lower. Nope, I held that leg up there. Sorry, guys. Bottom leg coming up. Bottom leg. Lift, lower. Feel your top obliques firing to stop you from rotating forward and backwards. 2 more. and 1. Now bring both legs down. We're going to lift, lift, lower. Watch you're not piking back, starting the teaser sensation, that side sit up. Stay right on your hip. Inhale, inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, inhale. Squeeze both. Let's do 5. 5. Bring them both. 4. You've got it. 3, 2, and 1. Weight goes down. This hand now slips into your glider. I'll start with the first level, right? I'm going to come around. If you know that the higher level and you want to go for it, just go there. I'm holding here down in like a hundreds position with feet down. And then I'm going to roll back onto my hips. If that's working for me, I'm going to roll up, hold here, hand goes on, and I go down. Or the legs stay straight and hovering the whole time, right? Scoop the abdominals, bring it through, squeeze those legs. Nice big breath here. Reach that hand to your glider, glide it down. We have 3 more like this, you guys. Scoop the top rib hip first, then the bottom joins the party. Here now we are set in both sides, and then we unilaterally find those obliques in a slightly different pattern. Last 2, and hold. Bring it all the way down and lengthen. And last one for me, rib hip connect. Bottom rib hip joins the party. We're going to hold. We're going to bring that hand down and slowly pivot into our mermaid from there. Beautiful. Take your time to settle into mermaid, right? Trying to get that hip down. If you need to sit up on a mat, go ahead. We're going to rotate the spine. The hand goes by the glute. This hand can go down or up. Bottom leg reach or not, right? So I'm going to go down and lift. I usually find my first 2 movements giving my body support, and then I sort of stepping stone up, depending on how this side is feeling. All right, so most of us have a very different left and right, and just edge into it. We give the first side that we do the warm-up all the time, and then we just jump right into the higher level on the second side. We're going to warm that up as well. Give me 1 more. Come all the way out. Tuck this heel into the booty. Try and settle your hip down. And then give me lateral. Go the other way. You got it. And then that rotational, back to lateral. Bring it all the way out. We're going to put the gliders. Remember I said we were doing hamstrings? I haven't forgotten. Put the gliders at the very end. Swing yourself around. So I'm bringing my butt to the very extreme end where my gliders are. Use the back of your legs to roll yourself down. And then I am going to find my heels into it. So right off the bat, when your heels are in, and if you're in an archy position, lift up and repeel. When your heels are in it, your shins are going to activate. So if that feels really aggressive on the shins, go ahead and play with it a little bit by pushing it farther out and leaving more of the pad of your foot down. It's one way to kind of get out of the shin a bit. So from here, I like a slightly supported spine. My hands are going to stay down. I'm going to push the legs out almost just straight, but not quite, and then pull them in nice and quick. So they're going to slow to go out, and they're going to do a hamstring curl, pull in. Slow to go out, exhale, pull in. So this one can cause some serious cramp pain. Sorry, Trev went into cramp. Keep going, you guys. I just heard this large groan from across the room. Let's go 3 more. Yeah, FYI, we can cramp quite quickly in this, so be careful. 2 more. And if one foot comes off the glider and the other doesn't, you know which leg you weight bear into more. Ah, Lisa. Think I saw one foot leave faster than the other. Last time. Now, press it out maybe halfway, hovering, and the arms can reach. If I wanted to work a little harder, I could put those weights on my quads. I actually don't need to today. Little pulse, lift. So squeeze those glutes, Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push it a smidgen farther. Why does it get harder as they go farther out? Because it's an eccentric or lengthening contraction of the hamstring. Pulse it. 5, 4. That lengthening position we are usually weaker in. 3, 2, 1. Can you go a smidgen farther? Hello, hammies. Pulse it. 5, 4. It's tiny. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to put my hands down and pull my knees in. Lower my booty. Take those gliders out of the way and just start that little windshield washer. Left and right. Inhale, exhale as you open that up. Swing it from side to side. And then we are going to go into a little bit of roll over. Actually, let's do boomerang. Haven't done that one in ages. Grab behind the legs, roll it up. Take one leg across the other. So if you don't like boomerang or it's not accessible, the rolling up and over the shoulders is not where you want to go. Hip lift to double toe tap, right? Where we lift the booty, we uncross the legs, we toe tap. Otherwise, we're in one leg crossed over the other, and we're going to scoop quite deeply here, and then go back. The upper torso doesn't roll without the leg. So it's boomerang because this is going as one unit. So bring that up and over like one unit. In this position, switch which leg is on top. Now, as you come back down, bend the knees right here, and we'll just modify. Hold the little mini teaser. Hold the mini teaser. If you're okay, those legs would extend out, right? From here, we let go with our hands. If you're tight, you're just going to reach. If you can link, and then fall forward. Woo! And then reach forward with your arms. And as you roll back, the legs come with you. Boomerang. Swing them up and over. Switch the lead leg. Harder, arms don't touch down. Roll, if you can hold the teaser with the legs extended, do so. Reach the arms behind, then let that gently drop forward. Unfold, and now you're going to keep that boomerang. Scoop, over we go. Switch legs. Peel it, find your teaser, bent knee is an option. Reach the hands behind and stretch it. Oh my God, that's tight today. Fall forward and then reach it through. Last time, I promise. Boomerang over. Switch lead leg. Peel it. Grab behind. Gently fall forward. Release the arms. Stack to tall. I haven't done boomerang for a while. It's a tough one. Take those legs, spin them around. Chaw, it's a very tough one. Take your gliders. Let's leave that one to the end. Let's put the gliders at the front. Let's do some extension to open up the opposite way. And then we'll get into a little bit of plank pulling the legs. So here I'm just going to play with the bottom part of the pelvis. So I'm just going into, instead of taking it all the way into angry cat, I'm just doing a little cow and then a little tuck. Smaller than usual, not going into the shoulders. I was just rounded in the shoulders. Now I'm just playing with the lower half. Now stay neutral and give me some poodle wags. Your shoulder and your head might look towards each other. Right? So I'm looking at my shoulder's trying to get to that hip. And then from here, walk your gliders a little farther forward with your hands. Reach your hands forward and gently bring yourself down. So you're going to notice my chest is off the mat. That's so that I can use my arms. Now, if you've got shoulder stuff going on, I'm going to suggest don't use the gliders here because they are above your head. It is harder. All right. So I could just bring myself into swan hand positions here. Bend your knees, laterally rotate out your hips, stretch your legs away. Hands into glider if you're choosing to use them. I'm putting more pressure into ring finger, baby finger. So I'm slightly like this. Instead of being down, I'm here. So I can really feel my lat line draw down my back pockets. So from here, without a big lift, I'm going to shift my shoulders into my back pockets. As they shift, I'll get this sensation of wanting to lift. Go ahead and just lift a little bit. Now, if that's tough, you can drop the elbows down and stay here. And then bring the elbows off slightly and rotate longer. If I want to go a little higher, I lift into that. And then I lengthen. So the elbows don't have to go down. So we're going to shift our shoulders in back pockets. Imagine a hand is underneath your pelvis. You're going to lift into your heart. And exhale, bring it down. So this one's connected, right? The legs are reaching with energy. Glutes are squeezing a little. I'm going to look over to one side. Keep your shoulders stabilized. Bring it down. I'm going to lengthen up and look over to the other side and lengthen down and opposite heel coming in. So I'm going to look left, right foot comes in towards the tush. Now, if you've got funky back, probably not a great one to do because the QL tends to fire on that bent leg. So go ahead and lengthen and bring it down. Beautiful. Staying in this position, bring your legs more into parallel, open as comfortable. Hover your upper torso off. So not the head looking up, but just a nice hover. And snow angel down. So my weights are my way. I'm just going to tuck them in closer to my body. I'm hovering my upper torso off, and I'm just going to give a nice little snow angel. So I am holding into my back extensors. I am slightly extended. If I'm feeling really good about this, when you bring your hands to the front, push into your palms, lift, slowly come down and freeze where you can hold the extension. Now go super light into your hands. So my fingertips are basically the only thing moving that glider. I'm holding my upper torso in the extension through thoracic and cervical. Abs are drawn in. Working for me, I'm going to lift those feet slightly off. So I'm just going to circle the arms in and out. Now I'm going to turn it more into a breaststroke. So bring your hands into swan position, lower the legs. Lower the up torso, dive into the water. And as your hands come around, lift your heart, pinkies to thighs, bring your thumbs to your shoulders, get into a little lateral rotation if you haven't yet, and then exhale, dive. Inhale, pinkies to thighs, pull your abs in, thumbs to shoulders, exhale and dive. Two more. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Keep the inhale going to thumbs to shoulders. Nice. Exhale, dive. Last time. Come all the way around. Thumbs to shoulders and dive. Push back into whatever recovery is calling your name. Inhale, exhale into your recovery. Relax those shoulders. Give a little no. If down dog is your recovery, take it. Child's pose is your recovery, take it. If sleep is your recovery, just stay here. Couple little breaths there. Roll the shoulders. So we found some nice back extensors. We're going to take those nasty little gliders to our feet. Yay, right? You know where this is going. Curl your toes under. Get them into the gliders. So if I don't want to be on my wrists, I could be on my elbows. Weights are another nice way of doing it. So I can use that weight and sneak my hands on top and keep my wrist quite strong when I'm using the weight. Make sure it's not a rounded weight, that it's kind of a, I don't know, what is it called, octagon, so that it's got the flat hexagon. So it's got flat surfaces. Otherwise, when you go on it, your wrist could roll. That would be really ugly. So push away with some power. Back your knees up to the very, very end of your mat. Trust me on that. Right? Otherwise, if you're not backed up, you can't pull the knees all the way in. It makes it harder. Find a gently supported spine. Lift the knees. Push them out. Pull them in. Let's start single. Sorry. One leg, pull it in, then the other leg. So we're not doing them simultaneously. We're kind of going one, then the other. Now, if this is working for you, more mountain climber. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull both in, lower the knees, push the glider slightly out to the side with your toes, sink back, stretch it out, push your hips forward. Give a little wiggle in the back, small little reset, and we're going to do another set of those. This time we're going to do double. If double's not calling your name, stay with the unilateral. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hinge, hands down, bring those gliders right back in, curl your toes on them, push away with power, slightly supported spine, hover that, out, in, 8, 7, 6, 5. You can curl the spine more as you pull it in. So I'm looking to my pubic bone and my knees as I pull in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down go the knees, away go the gliders, and up I come for a little recovery. If the chest needs a stretch, the hands go down or they simply reach away, right? Wiggle in there, reset those hip flexors, reset that lower back. This one we're going to go out, open, close, in. Option, right? You can go singles, you can go just in and outs, up to you. Go ahead and find your hands supported, toes into the gliders, sink back so you know you're connected to your glider. Knees at the very end. Find yourself strong, lift, push out, open, close, pull in. Out, open, close, in. When you pull in, you can pull the hips up and tuck, right? Out, open, close, tuck. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. All the way in, knees down, push those gliders away. Come forward on your mat. Small lateral rotation in the hip. Ooh, wiggle into that. Take the arms into a stretch. Open the chest. Let the spine move here. Breathe as you go. And then we're going to do 4-point stance into thread the needle. So you don't need your glider. Back it up. Hands nice and strong. I like to bring my hands too close in and then internally rotate my wrists. So I've kind of gone this way with my hands. From there, it's not more natural than to be able to bend this elbow at an angle when you kind of go through your leg. It's just a more comfortable position. So thread that needle and then rotate down. Try and push away into this. Tuck your chin in. If you're okay, reach the arm to the sky. The hand can go behind the hip. You're going to pull that shoulder open. Those pecs just worked for us, so open it up. Bring the hand back down and unthread. We're going to do that side one more time. Settle into it. Think long in your neckline. Thread your needle right by your knee. Reach it down theoretically towards your ankle angle. Tuck your shoulder in. Tuck your chin in. Then up we go. Grab behind that hip if you can get the shoulder open more. Big breath here. And then as you exhale, hand goes back down and you press away from the floor. Give a little wiggle, little no in the neckline. It does get a stretch in there. Internally rotate the opposite hand. Come by your knee. Fold it through. Get that shoulder down. And then rotate open. Arm can reach or it can anchor behind your hip and pull your shoulder open deeper. Big breath here. Exhale, bring it all the way down and press away. We're going to do it one more time. Thread that needle, get that shoulder down, roll through it a bit so you get the stretch, and then bring that arm up. Nice big breath here. Bring the hand all the way down and press away. Bring your hands in front, wiggle that torso, curl the toes, releasing into our down dog here, you guys. Open, press that out. Give a few little wiggles. We're going to do one floppy reset. Wiggle your tailbone left and right. Hands go farther forward so you can come right into your plank. Lower the knees carefully, uncurl the toes, and just sort of wave your body down to the ground. Find where your reset is. So lateral rotation, wiggle the booty, and just lengthen into an extension, but it's floppy. Couple breaths here as you just hold open. Remember, the closer your hands are to your shoulders, the more you're going to get into the lower back. The farther the hands are, the more cervical and thoracic you're going to get. They're both good, just depends where your attention is. Bring it all the way down. Maybe it's in all of the spots. Then go ahead and do both. That's what I'm doing. And then lengthen up. So as I bring my hands back, I can't push up as high. My lower back has less mobility than my thoracic. For me, right now. Big breath. Bring it all the way down. Get your hands underneath you like a push-up, push away, walk those knees in, and finish with our last little down dog here, you guys. Prance through the toes, relax the shoulders, stretch out those calves, and then we're going to walk the feet or the hands into the feet. Keep your hand flat, so if you can't get it flat, bend your knees, right? Come in bent. All the way in, let your head dangle, go into a supported or unsupported ragdoll. I'm going supported. I'm going to let my head look through to my knees, let my head dangle at the top of my spine. Oh, a couple really big breaths to reset. And then slowly, with or without support, again, I'm going supported, and I'm slowly bringing it up. Come all the way to tall. If you need that little reset of the booty going forward, your thumbs kind of go into where you see a lot of people have those little dimples. That's your PSIS, generally speaking. And you're just going to press through. Let yourself go Buddha belly. Let everything kind of have a little wiggle. And then bring yourself back to neutral. And let's just do a closing breath. Nice strong inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hands down, center heart, little wiggle jiggle. Other direction, open the clamshell, bring it all the way around. And we are done.